Hi, hope you're having a great day. You're watching JFG Entertainment, and for this video, I'm going to be going over the first reactions and reviews for Oppenheimer, which have officially come out thanks to the movie premiering in a couple places. So yeah, for this video, I'm going to be kind of showing you what critics were saying about the film, the good, the bad, and yeah, I have a mix of 5 different first reactions, so I hope you enjoy this video. And the way this is going to work, the format of this video, is that I'm moving to the side, as you see me right now. I put a tweet right here. I'm going to go over the who said it, the critic, and then what it says. So I'm going to read it out loud, or you can pause the video and read it yourself, and then I'm going to kind of break it down a little bit to kind of tell you exactly what they're trying to say with that first reaction. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first reaction comes from Steven Weintraub, who said, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is incredible. Every aspect of the film is worth talking about, from the brilliant performances to Harlan Hontega's amazing work behind the camera, to the way Nolan tells a story. The 3-hour runtime flies by. See it in IMAX 70mm if you can. So yeah, this is a very positive first reaction, saying that it's incredible, saying that almost every aspect of the film is worth talking about, which is really good. You're always going to have that conversation whenever you have a film, saying that the work behind the camera is great, saying that the way Nolan kind of tells the story is really cool, and that the 3-hour runtime flies by. I know it's a big concern for a lot of people, the 3-hour runtime, so seeing that it flies by, that's pretty good. And saying that to, of course, try to watch an IMAX 70mm how it's meant to be watched, according to Christopher Nolan. Of course, he filmed this whole thing in IMAX, so try to watch it if you want to, and you want to experience the true form of art that they were trying to showcase with this film. I think you might want to check it out on IMAX 70mm. Alright, let's go into the next reaction, and this one comes from Lindsay Bard, who says, Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is truly a spectacular achievement in its truthful, concise adaptation, inventive storytelling, and nuanced performances from Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, and the many others involved, some just for a scene. Then she continued on by saying, it's hard to talk about something as dense as this and something as silly as a tweet or a thread, but Oppenheimer really is a serious, philosophical, adult drama that's as tense and exciting as Dunkirk. And the big moment, that moment is awe-inspiring. So this is a very positive first reaction and review once again. So clearly the film is kind of very positively received among the critics, saying that it's a spectacular achievement, that it's very much a very concise adaptation, of course, saying that it has some kind of new storytelling, the way that it kind of tells the story, which is great. But of course I want to focus on the performances, saying that the performances are great. That Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., and all these other actors that are in the film, they did a great job. And she even said that some actors, even if they're big actors, are just there for one scene. But even for that one scene, they steal the show, which is great. You always kind of want to have that. There's a lot of actors in this film, like a lot of actors. So for her to say that makes me really be happy, because I know some actors are not going to hit as much screen time as I want to. But as long as they're great in the film, I'm happy. Now they also kind of say that, you know, this film is really something deeper. It's a kind of like an adult drama. It's something that she even says it's kind of silly to talk about in a tweet or a thread. So yeah, it's kind of very serious to that point. And it says that it's as exciting as Dunkirk, which is great, and that moment, which I'm assuming is the bomb moment, is super, like, just that moment, you know what I mean? So yeah, very interesting, and yeah, another very positive reaction and review. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This one comes from Gregory Elwood, who said, I was skeptical, but Oppenheimer has stuck with me since seeing it last week. Yes, it's 3 hours, but in a dense, Scorsese way, in the last 20 minutes, while Emily Blunt clearly took the role, bring its 3 narrative threads to a moving conclusion. Then he continues on by saying, and here I go, Cillian Murphy is what you expect, not in a read. He's very good, but this is Robert Downey Jr.'s moment. Robert Downey Jr. is so good in Oppenheimer, it makes you sad. This is his first on-screen work in 5 years. It's time to work with the likes of John Ho, Jenkins Campion, and outlets. Robert Downey Jr., my bad. Then he continues on by saying, Emily Blunt is sorry, instead sub-actress nominee time, and Matt Damon delivers another great performances after Air. The cast overall is incredible, with Rami Malek and Gary Oldman killing it in small roles, and Florence Pugh absolutely steals the 20 minutes she's in. Then he continues on by saying, I do not say this lightly, but Ludwig Göransson's score is the utter masterpiece on its own. Also heard the album will be an hour-and-a-half long album, and yes, we're talking a lot of nominations, assuming box office is strong. Is it Chris Nolan's best film? Pondering. So it's very positive, but a lot of things to say, a lot of things that he wants to express in a thread. So let's start kind of breaking it down. So he said that first of all he was skeptical about this film, but that he means skeptical completely went away, because he says that yeah, it was great. It's 3 hours, but it stands kind of like a Scorsese way. Really interesting, and the last 20 minutes are awesome. And they specifically says that that's why Emily Blunt probably took the role because of the last 20 minutes. So that means that she definitely has a big part in the last 20 minutes. But yeah, that it brings like its three narrative conclusions into an end. So I wonder what those three kind of things are. Very curious. Then it kind of goes on by saying that Cillian Murphy is great. I definitely keep that in mind. But that he feels like Robert Downey Jr. was the best one in the film. Saying that he was so good in Oppenheimer. Saying that it's really sad to just see him once in the last 5 years. But yeah, that's really great. Clearly, Robert Downey Jr. ate his role up, which I'm really happy about because I felt like we've had very lack of screen time from Robert Downey Jr. So very happy that he did a great job in his comeback movie, as I would say. Let's just say Emily Blunt was good. Matt Damon was great. Of course, another performance after Air, so that's really awesome. But I specifically say that Florence Pugh absolutely steals 20 minutes she's in, which means she's not in the film for a long time, but the time that she's in, she does great. So yeah, keep that in mind. That's awesome. And lastly, says they praise the score, saying that it's like an amazing score, one of the best scores ever, complete masterpiece. So very happy for that. And that this is definitely going to get a lot of nominations everywhere and probably a lot of wins as well. And saying that it might be Christopher Nolan's best film yet. They're not sure yet, they're pondering, but it might. So yeah, that's very, very positive. Alright, moving on to the next question review. This question from Billy O'Brien, who says, Oppenheimer is incredible. The word that keeps coming to my mind is fearsome. A relentlessly paced, insanely detailed, intricate historical drama that builds and builds and builds into Nolan brings the hammer down in the most astonishing, shattering way. So it's a very, very positive first review, saying that it's incredible, that it's definitely the one word that comes up to him is fearsome, which of course it has to be fearsome because it kind of comes from an atomic bomb. So that makes a lot of sense. Saying that it's insanely detailed, intricate, and all that type of stuff, and that it just builds and builds into, like you probably assume, the atomic bomb kind of blows up. So that's very interesting and very positive. I'm very curious to see the way that Christopher Nolan kind of directs this type of film. But yeah, just knowing that it's definitely incredible and it definitely keeps that fear of the atomic bomb. Alright, moving on to the last question review that I have for you in this video. And this comes from Brent Davis, who said, Oppenheimer is my film of the year. Christopher Nolan makes 3 hours flight in a stunning form. Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. are incredibly strong. The story is chilling in the tragic sense of World War II's lack of humanity and on intimate human levels. Stunning and scary. So another very positive thing about first reaction, saying that it flies really fast for 3 hours, that the performances are really strong, especially from Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. And that, that is, of course, it's chilling and it's kind of sad to see the lack of humanity in World War II and just the way that it explores it in this film. Very, very positive. Very happy to see that. And so yeah, that's the 5 different first reactions reviews that I have for you in this video. Tell me, what do you think about them? Does it make your hype go up, or are you still like in the fence about watching it, or are you Team Barbie? Perhaps, I don't know. Very curious. Tell me down in the comments. Are you most hyped about this film now? I am, for sure. Like, I'm very hyped that this first release are positive. Let's go. But yeah, tell me are your thoughts down in the comments. As well as leave a like in this video. It will be very helpful. So please leave a like and subscribe for a lot more content. Especially when this film comes out, I'm definitely gonna make a lot of content about the film. So subscribe for all the content. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And this is Jerry Entertainment. Out.